Okay, I think I'm recording here. I don't really know for sure if I am or not, but oh, it lagged. That must mean I'm recording. Apogee, or as I call it as a kid, apogee. And also, it's an apogee. Ah, crap. We lost it already. But the screen said it's an apogee presentation of an id production or something like that. Which, as a kid, I called it ID software because I didn't know it was pronounced id. Because we didn't have the internet, so there was no way to look these things up. I know that's hard to believe, but there was a time before the internet, and I lived it, man. Id software, we're in demand. We are a group of software artists whose goal is to bring commercial quality software to the public at shareware prices. Boy, this is so old. Wow, yeah, those are the days of shareware. I don't know if you kiddies remember those days. This, my friends, is Commander Keen, and this is one of the first games I ever played as a kid on the PC. Awesome game. It's this wonderful 2D side-scrolling adventure, loosely based off the Mario concept. Obviously, it was really the first smooth scrolling. Well, it was the first successful smooth scrolling side scroller on the PC platform. It was made by id Software. It was really their first game, or their first successful game. And if you don't know who it is, then you probably aren't much of a gamer, I'm guessing. But it's John Carmack and John Romero. And they went on to become incredibly famous when they created Wolfenstein 3D and Doom and Quake. You know, a few games you might have heard of. So this game is kind of where their journey began, and was where my gaming obsession began. And yeah, I played a lot of this in the garage at my parents' house as a kid. I'm 30 now, and I still live there. No, I'm kidding. I am 30, but I don't live there. As far as you know. I mean, how would you know? Anyway, so folks, I am Nerd Man, and this is my first LP video ever. So be kind. But yeah, you can be honest. I have a thick skin. So this game is really cool. It's got this little storyline. We're just gonna skip through this. Basically, blah blah blah. You're this little kid. You made a spaceship somehow. Okay, I had to do a little edit there because I actually stopped recording to see if it was actually working. I'm using Fraps to do my video recording and also to record from my microphone at the same time, and it seems to be working just fine. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't actually play it long enough to find out if the sound levels in the game are at the right level. But anyway, we'll figure that out. Let's take a look at the story. I love that in these old games they used to always have a little story option you could go through, at least in these old id games. And it's fun. So, Commander Keen in Invasion of the Vorticons. Billy Blaze, 8-year-old genius working diligently in his backyard clubhouse, has created an interstellar starship from old soup cans, rubber cement, and plastic tubing. Of course. Because, you know, that any smart kid knows how to do that. While his folks are out on the town and the babysitter has fallen asleep, Billy travels into his backyard workshop, dons his brother's football helmet, and transforms into Commander Keen, Defender of Earth. In his ship, the Bean with Bacon Mega Rocket. I like that. Keen dispenses galactic justice with an iron hand. Okay. Episode 1, Marooned on Mars. In this episode, aliens from the planet Vorticons 6 find out about the 8-year-old genius, and he's 8 years old? Wow. Wow. 8-year-old genius and plan his destruction. While Keen is out exploring the mountains of Mars, the Vorticons steal vital parts of his ship and take them to distant Martian cities. Oh, those jerks! Those jerks! Can Keen recover all the pieces of his ship and repel the Vorticon invasion? Will he make it back before his parents get home? Stay tuned. It's like those old Bullwinkle and Rocky cartoons, which I'm so old, I'm sure you've never heard of them. Anyway, what the Vorticons have stolen. The Bean with Bacon Mega Rocket was constructed from objects around the house that you have modified into starship parts. Number 1, joystick. From your brother's video game. Manual flight control is what that's for. Number 2, car battery from your mom's car. Oh, that was real nice of you. Electrical systems power. So your mom's stranded now. That's great. Vacuum cleaner from the kitchen, heavily modified. Ion propulsion unit with carpet height and adjustment. with carpet height adjustment. Oh yeah, that always comes in handy in a spaceship. And last but not least, Everclear from your dad's liquor cabinet. Fuel. Nice. This thing runs on alcohol. That's awesome. The Vorticons have taken these pieces to the far reaches of Mars and are guarding them. Oh, this is going on way too long. You must find the members of this Vorticon outpost and wrest the parts back from their wicked clawed hands. Information on Mars. Unbeknownst to NASA, when the Viking lander settled to the surface of Mars, it caused a major political upheaval. Viking actually landed on the despotic Martian king. Ah! The Yorps, the extremely friendly one-eyed Martians, were free from enslavement. Oh, that's what those guys are. Okay, I'll show you who the Yorps are. I didn't make the connection as a kid what they're actually called, but now I know. They're Yorps. Okay, and the Gargs, the vicious, aggressive Martians, which you'll see those two later on, were angry. The Martians created robots for menial work. You know what? I just realized I've never actually read this story before. As a kid, I was too lazy to actually read this. The Martians created robots for menial work and guard duties. Beware of the tank-like guard robots. They are very good at what they do. Okay. I know you'll definitely see those too. They suck. You can't kill them, and they suck. They're terrible. I hate them. Martians have been visiting Earth in UFOs for decades. Of course. Why? They come to Earth for one reason. They want our toys. Oh man, this story is like something I would write when I was 12. I love it. Hula hoops and skateboards are holy objects to them. Who knows? You may find some toys useful. Oh yeah, I think there's a pogo stick that I'll get. Sorry, I'm kind of spoiling everything ahead of time, but what are you going to do? There are signs everywhere. You haven't been able to decipher them yet. And I've never gotten far enough in this game to decipher the signs. So hopefully this time I'll actually beat it. I think I was too stupid and no attention span as a kid to actually get through the game, so you guys will witness me beating it for the first time at the age of 30, which is really sad, but, you know, what are you going to do? The adventure begins. Your task is before you. Go get him, Commander Keen! And don't miss episodes 2 and 3 in the Invasion of the Vorticons trilogy. And make sure to pay us lots of money. Episode 2, The Earth Explodes. Oh, wait. There's more story. Alright, they're just promoting the next blah, blah, blah. Keen must die. Okay. I'll play those later, maybe, if this works out. Alright, so that's the storyline. And, now they got previews and all kinds of crap. Let's get into the game. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Check it out. So you start out in this like overworld map kind of thingy. You can just walk around with this. Look at these like amazing graphics with like 4 or 5 colors and like a couple hundred pixels. There's my little ship. It looks like something's raining on it, but I think it's supposed to be steam. And what do we got here? Your ship is missing these parts, so you can come back to your ship to check on which parts you have. I have none of them, of course. And you basically go around in this map and go to these like cities. This is a city. I know it looks like a weird alien frog, but it's actually a city. And you go here and you hit control, and you get into level 1. So when we come back, I will jump into the game. Oh, yep, there's a little status screen. When I come back, I'll jump into the game. And for now, this is Nerd Man saying, wow, I don't really have any kind of like sign off yet. So for now, I'll just say goodbye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. Okay. Quitting to DOS. Wow, you don't see that anymore. Quit to DOS.